Tim, let me just start off by asking a little bit in terms of the vision of content and journalism and the opportunity and which appears to underline a lot of the strategy. Tell us a little bit about that and how the Huffington Post acquisition works into that.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, I mean, it's wealth of nations. It's other people in life are great at curating things and pulling things together for you, so you can live a better, more fulfilled, and happier, life. And I think at the core of what we're doing actually is investing in the ability for us to give information to people, which will help change their lives and make them more civic-minded and more local and more national and more global and more educated. And I think our premise has been to invest in brands that curate that type of information, that have game-changing effects on the internet, and really are companies that will be the future of media. So we'd like to build, the largest global media company for the digital age. The Huffington Post acquisition, it's very hard to argue anything other than the fact that Arianna has built a company that is a game-changing, technology-based, but most importantly, a journalism property that's curation-based, and I think allows a lot of people around the world to get more information than they were getting before, faster, better, stronger. And I think it's a huge opportunity for us to combine with them and have a shared vision of what the future of content and journalism looks like.
So, Ariana, there's some discussion about, all the bloggers. You have such this incredible network of thousands of people. What are your thoughts and your confidence or concerns or issues about transitioning them to, an AOL platform, which is, after all, a publicly held corporation and so forth? What do you see as the opportunity or challenges or in doing that process?
It's just a much greater opportunity, and that's how the vast majority of our bloggers have taken it. Basically, they have a much larger platform. The two companies together have unduplicated 117 million unique visitors in this country and 250 million globally. I mean, that's a huge platform. And the people who are blogging with us are blogging because they're passionate about their ideas and they want to expose them to the maximum number of people. It's the same reason they go on TV. It's the same reason they go on radio. And to argue otherwise is really to completely misunderstand the new terrain.
Mm-hmm. And let me ask you, the brand thing, you guys talked about this a little bit. You have some great brands. Are the brands going to be part of the Huffington Post, or are they going to be separate? You have all the...
There's a new entity, the Huffington Post Media Group at AOL, and basically all content is in that entity. And so what names we are going to use depend on what works best. I mean, it's one company now, or it will be very soon. So it doesn't really matter. We're not going to use a name because it's a HuffPost name or an AOL name. We're going to use the name that works the best, that has the most brand loyalty. I mean, obviously, Engadget and TechCrunch are great brands that with tremendous loyalty, and you don't mess with that.
And Tim, one last question. Video. There's video on the homepage. It's very prominent. I've read that you want to scale up the video in a big way. Tell us about the opportunities for video and where that might go. Where do you hope that will be going?
Sure. So I think video is going to be one of the most impactful things for the future. I think sight, sound, and motion on the internet and mobile and plasma screens, frankly, are going to be a very important part of it. I think if you look at the work Arianna's done and you were to apply it to video, that's a very exciting opportunity. I think the rest of our properties at AOL is very exciting. We went from number 11 to number 4 in video viewers over the course of Q4. So we passed Hulu in the amount of people watching videos. So we also invested about $200 million in video over the last year. So we feel both in the U.S. and in Western Europe and soon to be Asia, we will have one of the strongest high-quality video networks available to consumers. And I think for advertisers, they're very interested in video. And I think you're going to see a lot of innovation on journalism and content overall. We're going to also apply that to the video space. And my guess is Arianna Huffington and the Huffington Post and the Huffington Post Media Group won't just be text and photos. You're going to get it live and you're going to get it in video.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for your time. It was great to see you guys. Thank you.
Andy.
Thank you. Thanks.
It's like entering into a fight with a blancmange. So